Welcome back to Lovin Dubai Show. Our top story today, Dubai Pearl demolition has been confirmed.
We'll also be talking about taxi users in Dubai are facing long waiting times and why.
The Dubai princess who visits an animal who was horrifically abused, and the story does have a happy ending.
And we'll be talking about the World Cup puppy predictions with Debbie the dog. Who is she going to predict is going to win for today's matches?
She's smashing about. You should have seen yesterday. She was on form and she's back again. And later on, we're going to be joined by DJ Bliss and Danya Mohammed, who are spilling all of that Dubai Bling tea. So if you have any questions about the show that consistently rated the top watch show on Netflix, pop them into the comments, because we love reading your comments before, during, and after the show.
100%, but this is exciting.
You look chilly.
It is. Are you not chilly?
I'm chilly, but you look like you're ready to go skiing and you look chilly. There's the difference. Like, I'm chilly, but I'm wearing a sleeveless top. You're wearing like, you're ready to go jogging. You've got this like long sleeve thing. Like, what are you preparing for? What do I not know?
This studio every morning is like colder than Ski Dubai. And you just have to come dressed. And now when I go shopping, I just don't look at the sleeveless anymore. I don't look at the crop tops anymore. I just go look at the winter wear. Even if it's summers, I go look at the winter wear just to, adapt to the studio.
Can I shade you?
No.
Can I put you on blast?
No, why?
So, everyone who works in the office in Dubai knows that parts of the office are chilly and parts are warm, but there are rules regarding the AC. There are rules regarding the air conditioning. Everyone aligns on it. Your office manager tells you.
So I'm going to do a rain dance.
You don't touch the AC. However, Simran, she sweeps in. She's like, no, it's fine. It's like, no, Simran, there are rules.
No, but I don't touch it anymore. I don't touch the air conditioning. No, but I don't. And I do it for us. I don't do it for me.
But it's not for me.
I do it for us.
There are specific.
I change the air conditioning for us. Because people like Shahir come in and they put it to 16.
No,
they put it to
non-auto.
No, but they do. You know what? Next time I will come with proof. I will 120% come with proof.
Proof of what?
Of people meddling with the AC.
That's you.
No, but that's not me. That's me putting it back to how it's meant to be. Like, it's supposed to be on auto. It's supposed to be on room temperature, which is 20 degrees. But no, when you go to the AC, it's 10, it's 14, it's 12. Like, there are other people in this office and there just seems to be a mutual respect established.
That's literally what I'm talking about.
That's literally what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, can we just establish if your office has rules for AC, you do not mess with them? That's the mutual respect understanding.
Exactly. So if everyone follows the rule, then you won't have people going in and trying to, implement the order.
In all fairness, you do try.
In the first place.
And she goes up and she's like, because everyone can see the little box, and so it's like she's wrapped in her cloaks, and she's like, no. And I like, because obviously you've tried to do nothing for ages, and then you're a little bit angry, so you're like mouthing off about the AC. So she does try to not mess with the AC.
But I do it for us. I see you're cold and shivering on the side.
I've got to create a woolen
No, I know that, but sometimes you just go like, oh, it's cold. I'm like, okay, you see, poor thing.
Yeah, but you know how I feel about rule breaking.
Wow, it's like you give, and this is why there is a rule, maybe in the Bible or like the universal rule, to never help unless you're asked for. Unless someone asks you, just don't help.
Oh, you're a modern day hero. You're just doing it for the little guys on the team. That's all. It's not for you. I'm going to move on because we're never going to come to an agreement on this. Don't mess with the AC. Our top story today. Dubai Pearl demolition has been confirmed. So this is the project you've probably seen many times as you loop your way onto Dubai's Palm Jumeirah. It will be demolished. It was announced in 2002, at the time to be a home for new offices and, of course, many seven-star hotels. It is prime real estate, and now it was never completed due to a lack of investors. So it looks like they're going to try and make room for new projects.
So a demolition contract has been awarded and demolition has been spotted at the site, according to Arabian Business. So it is happening and it's been reported, and now we can see, what comes of this area now. Because
there were, they looked at the moon project, and that's actually been looked at. There are specific places that might happen, but that's one of the locations that they said, this like this massive globe phenomenon that we talked about in terms of like architecture studies, that was potentially touted that it would go into that area. But just in terms of like prime real estate, the Palm is leveling up, like literally in terms of
Big time.
construction.
100%.
Nikhil has put so much spend into making it, I guess, the idyllic waterfront destination for people with money. They're also going to be developing Dubai Creek, putting more money behind that. So this is also an area that people look at as a prime real estate investment opportunity for people. So it looks like what's already there is coming down, and potentially, nothing confirmed yet, we're going to see something else going up.
And that's so interesting. It's like you see projects, like for example, the museum, right? The future of the museum. It was under construction for the longest time. It was made and it's being celebrated, all of that. And then you think, what is Dubai's next big project? Are they going to give it a while? Are they going to sleep on things and then start something, in maybe like 5-6 years? But no, they're like on to the next project. Like quick, it's snappy. Like everything in the city is just snappy in the way they look. Like they have a vision of like what they want the city to look like, what they want the infrastructure, the real estate, all of that, like you mentioned, and they're just like, on the game.
Yeah, and there's now is obviously the time. Real estate is hot. There's a lot of investment going into it. But what's actually really nice is that we're very quietly seeing a lot of sustainability initiatives being announced, and I think that's bringing us into COP28, which we're hosting. So in terms of food wastage, and green energy, there's actually a couple of big initiatives happening quietly, and I think that's amazing as well. But let's jump into our next story. This is probably something that might be affecting you, and we'd love to know if it is affecting you. So if there's long taxi waits for you, let us know.
Exactly. So taxi users in Dubai are facing long waiting times. So it's that time of the year again when the city just gets busier and taxis get more difficult to hail. And being peak tourist season, having our neighbor host the FIFA World Cup 2022, attractions opening up, the F1 races being winters and etc., it is no wonder that demand for cabs, hence the waiting time, have shot right up. And in a statement from Hala Taxi, they clarified that we are aware that the city is busy and that the demand for Hala taxis is much higher. And over the past few months, we have worked with RTA and our taxi partners to roll out additional taxis and captains identifying being present in high density locations to absorb the demand as much as possible. And also launched Hala Home, our captain support center, to ensure that solutions to technical issues faced by our captains are expedited.
So the statement continued to clarify that the ETA, so estimated time of arrivals for Hala taxis, has adapted to be accelerated to the accelerated growth we are seeing in the city. So as Simran mentioned, the F1, especially the Dubai World Cup, they are adapting to that. They said we are continuously rolling out operational solutions to cater to this high demand. We have amplified our care team's focus to ensure that customer complaints that are brought to us are handled with utmost care and urgency. And we did talk about coming into the F1, the master plan for traffic was in place. Because, for example, all of these new, like Dubai Harbour, the new fan zone, that means the RTA has to adapt to that and like get their guys in place, get the cars in place. And they've done that. They've added 700 taxis to the fleet. So potentially over the weekend, long wait periods for some, they are adapting and moving with it.
Exactly. So, like you mentioned, like it's been thought of. Like they have a plan in place, but I think just like implementing it and getting it rolled out is maybe just they need the time to adapt and for things to fall into place. So maybe this weekend was really, really difficult for some residents out there, trying to hail a taxi. But maybe it's just going to get easier as time goes and as the days go.
For some residents, although I have to say, I was at the Gulf and Dubai Harbour. Now, I did leave before the crush. So I left before the match ended, obviously, because I didn't watch the whole thing. And I left before the golf ended. So I left maybe 40 minutes before the final end. So people were leaving, but it wasn't like peak leaving time. And I picked up a taxi in both scenarios in 5 minutes. So I left two of the busiest sporting events in Dubai over the weekend, and I did not have a long wait taxi. Maybe I was lucky, maybe I was fortunate, but my experience taxi this weekend was actually fine.
I'm sure, of course, not everyone is facing long waiting times of 15 to 20 to 25 to 30 minutes. But of course, it depends on the timing. If it's peak hours, is it rush hours? When is it? What is it? Where, location, all of that. But those who are facing it, just know that things will get easier. Fingers crossed. Maybe we can do the taxi rain dance. Because there are rain dances. Maybe there's a taxi dance. for the taxi gods.
Maybe that's what I was doing over the weekend.
Taxi dance.
Taxi rain dance. Taxi dance. I didn't need to. That's what I'm saying. There was no issue. Should we jump into our next story?
Of course.
Dubai princess visits an animal who was horrifically abused. So if you're watching our full show, I just want to let you know that there is some distressing imagery involved in this. So this, I think everyone who heard the story of Coco was unsettled. This was shared by Stray Dog Centre, who are doing amazing things, helping animals in need and in distress and finding them new homes and getting them the care that they need. So Coco, this is a story that they have been documenting on their page. She was left on the side of a road after being hit by a car. She was in critical condition. Not only that, there are really no words to describe the circumstances of Coco. So she was shot with a pellet. As well as that, I don't even actually want to go in too far into the details, but she was really left in horrific circumstances, and she was left to die.
It's horrible, like what some of these animals go through. It's just inhumane, honestly. Like, if you can see the visuals beside us, you can see as to what extent, the pain inflicted on her were, and she needed emergency attention and a long journey of rehabilitation, and she had the remains of her eye removed. And Stray Dog Centre have been following her story, and it looks like Coco is responding to the touch of a Dubai princess.
This it really is heartwarming, because we've seen the videos of Coco left are so sad. And by the way, not only do they share the story, they share the costs of what's incurred. So, for example, one X-ray that she needed is 4,000 dirhams. So, if you can get in touch and help Stray Dog Centre in any way, not just for Coco, but for any animal, please do, because they just rack up vet bills on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, and it's insurpassable for like a non-profit organization to deal with these sums. Anyway, there's that. So now they released a video yesterday. So the first human to actually touch Coco and was able to feed her chicken was Her Highness Sheikh Latifah bin Rashid Al Mohammed, who visited and met Coco and was giving her chicken, and it was just a very sweet video. And just in the video themselves, Stray Dog Centre were like, we're beyond amazed at Coco's response to the princess. So just a little,
oh my god, it
nice
just makes
ending.
You tear up thinking about it. Like the Dubai royals, the UAE royals, setting the bar like this, setting an example for everyone to follow is just amazing. Leading by example, like we always say. And the smallest show of compassion goes such a long way, be it like a financial show of compassion, be it like actually going there and taking care of them, taking them for walks, like how people volunteer with Canine Friends, people volunteer with Stray Dog Centre, like actually volunteering even your time, like it still counts. It's still something, because they need people and they need all the help that they can get. So it's just amazing to see royals lead by example.
And yesterday we spoke about adopting, don't shop, and that is such a good point, because for example, Stray Dog Centre, you can just go if you can't adopt, or if you're not in a position to foster, what you could potentially do is on your weekend, go and take the doggos for a walk. It's free, but then potentially you can maybe just give a little donation, whatever you can. And that's another way that you can help these animals if you can't actually take them into your home, which is obviously so many people have different circumstances. They're not able to foster, they can't adopt, but you can walk the doggos on the weekend and help in that way.
Exactly.
Speaking of doggos,
happy story now. We will be getting into our our puppy predictions with Debbie the dog. So the World Cup fever is officially hit ISD, and the Dubai Sports City with the announcement of a huge family-friendly World Cup fan zone where the 64 matches will be broadcast live on 3 high-definition 4K mega screens set on a full-size natural grass football pitch. And last night was popping. ISD is also...
okay, so we have Debbie the dog doing her puppy predictions. If you watched yesterday, she's... Now look, this is not just any type of prediction. She's analyzing players. She's rating the managers. She's judging performances, and she's making a very solid prediction. A calculated decision. Like, really, Debbie is on it. We had her, checking out the Euros 2 years ago. This is not her first rodeo. She is back. Yesterday, her predictions, she didn't do badly.
It was like she was nervous. It was her first
It was
round.
first round.
It was the nerves.
So she got 1.5 out of 3.
That is like more than good enough.
She got, obviously, who's going to get the draw? And I will say for the draw one, she did titter in the middle for a little bit. So she got no one, she's not going to get the draw.
She totally manifest. She saw that coming. She would have totally gone to, I think it was a draw just because of Debbie.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
She got Netherlands spot on. Nice one, Debbie. She did not get Iran versus England. Who's to say maybe that I was channeling that energy into her that she chose Iran because... But England won with 6-2, so Debbie, you were totally off with that one. But a couple of matches coming up today. We're going to leave it with Debbie to show her predictions. Instagram, you can't see it because
come on, Debbie, show us your game. Guys, we'll tell you. We'll narrate the predictions to you guys.
Okay.
Go. So Shahir is petting the what is he petting the dog? Or is he petting himself?
Okay, Shahir. I don't know if we can talk over Facebook. Can we talk over Facebook, guys? Okay, Debbie is going for Australia. Go on, Australia. You can do it. Okay, Debbie's gone for Tunisia. Yes, Debbie, solid choice. And 2 out of 4 matches. Debbie's only predicting 2 of the 4 matches coming up today.
Debbie is not in the mood today.
Not in the mood today. That's very interesting in terms of matches.
So we have Argentina versus Saudi at 2 p.m., Denmark versus Tunisia at 5 p.m., Mexico versus Poland at 8 p.m., and France versus Australia at 11 p.m. And we have the predictions for France versus Australia, which is Australia, and we have the predictions for Denmark versus Tunisia, which is Tunisia. So
Debbie, I don't know if that was a strong choice, Debbie. I really would have gone for France, Debbie.
Debbie goes for the underdog.
She's gone for Australia, and then she went with who?
She went with Tunisia and she went with Australia.
Okay, we need to get Debbie back to ISD. And by the way, if you saw the visuals, that is the really cool fan zone at IFC. Tokyo fan zones everywhere in the city is just buzzing. Expo, ISD, Burasti, Media City, of course, Dubai Harbour. So many cool fan zones. It really doesn't matter where you go because in every single circumstance, the screens are massive.
Practically
the screens are massive. You
every
get a
hotel.
And there's all these great deals at ISD. It's you get a 75 dirham ticket and that gets you drinks back. So it's a good value.
Fab. Oh, you just like, it's redeemable. That's amazing. You know what? I would watch Debbie predict the rest of my life as well. She's the cutest dog ever.
Would you allow her to predict your day? So it's like, go to work, don't go to work.
Oh my gosh, yes, 100%.
Okay, so it's like, go to work. Okay. Now you're in work. Stay in work for 24 hours or...
What?
Or leave after 1. Stay work 24 hours. Because she's going to predict your day. It'd be funny.
No, but it depends on who's going to be doing these questions, like this or that. Like
I would be doing them.
No, I don't believe it. You will rig it.
I wouldn't rig it. I would do massive,
You would rig it.
There'd be no balance of what I would do.
Yeah, 100%.
But I would do some nice ones and some really mean ones. Anyway. So
speaking of balance in a relationship, which we have none of.
Thank you, Debbie, the dog, for your World Cup predictions. We are going to move on to an interview that we are massively excited for. The stars of Dubai, Bling, Danya Mohammed and DJ Bliss will be with us right after this. Welcome back to Lovin Dubai Show. With us today are a local power couple from one of Dubai's most popular reality shows, Dubai Bling. Welcome to the show, DJ Bliss and Danya Mohammed, aka Diva D. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Not at all. So you're here on the Lovin Dubai Show, but obviously Dubai Bling, massive success. And you went on it as a couple. Tell us about that decision.
So they approached me initially, and I always tell the story about how I thought it was a prank at first, or like it was spam. So I didn't really give the email much attention. Then we went through a series of interviews, and they're like, "We need to talk to your wife, and we need to talk to, like, if you have any friends or anything like that." And then she did an interview as well, and I didn't believe it literally till the end. Till I saw I'm like, I need to see a Netflix logo on a contract before I believe it's a Netflix show. And then when we got to literally, I think a couple of weeks before the show started, is when they gave us the contracts and we signed, and then we started. And we did the show together.
And what was like the conversation behind the scenes? with you guys? Because reality show couples, you know, like sometimes it puts stress on your relationship. So what was behind the scene conversation?
Well, the thing is, like, we watch a lot of reality TV. So
Wait, hold on. We
do.
we watch a lot of reality together, but she watches like way more
yeah.
other stuff.
Yeah, that's true. So we watch a lot of like I watch all of reality TV, honestly. Like huge fan. So we know that like in reality TV, when there are couples, there's always that drama. You know, there has to be drama. So one thing that we said before going on to the show, we're like, nothing is gonna get in the way of our relationship. Like at the end of the day, this is a show, and our relationship is like completely separate. So we're not gonna like let that affect us and let it get to us and like all the drama. So that was something we discussed before even starting the show. So we knew, and I think a lot of people thought that maybe this show would like we would have like, I don't know what the word is, but we might not get along, we might have a lot of drama, but actually the show brought us closer together because we work together and like we have this, like he always respected me, but we never worked together. So he's seen like how serious I take this job, and I feel like, is that true? Like we have a mutual respect in relation to how we work together, and yeah. I think it actually brought us closer together doing the show together.
Yeah, definitely did. You know, just doing different things all the time, and now having to do this together. I think just like kind of like understand. I always say it's a terrible idea for people to work together in terms of like families or friends in a business because there's a very high percentage of failure. But I think if there was an opportunity to work together, and this was it was perfect.
Yeah.
How do you guys decide what your relationship storyline will be? How does that play out?
I think we just really ourselves. We don't try and do anything that's not us. We don't try and like plan it. We don't try and, it really just, be yourself is really the most important thing, I think. If you try and like underdo it or overdo it, I think that's where the problem really comes in.
And had you any idea that it would be this successful?
No.
No, definitely not. I mean, I knew it was going to be successful. Everybody watches Netflix, and we've watched similar shows on Netflix as well. But I was in New York running a marathon, and then we went to LA, and there's people stopping us in the street. It was actually when we were in New York and LA, and people stopped us. I was running the marathon. Someone was like, "DJ Bless."
No way.
That's when I realized. I said, "This is bigger than I actually thought."
Yeah. Because in New York, people don't care if you're famous. Like they have, I don't know the guy's name, Keanu Reeves, like the guy from The Matrix. Like there was a video of him on the subway, and no one cared that he was on the subway. But like we were walking on the streets in New York, and people knew us by name. Like they're like Danya, Marwan, and Ibrahim was with us as well. And they're like, Ibrahim. I'm like, wait, is that our friend? Like how did they know us? And like they knew about us. They knew our stories. It was so beautiful to actually see people on the other side of the world. And they said they related to us. And we're like, what? Like that's crazy. It was beautiful. Like just being in New York and LA, we loved it.
And I think I think a huge part of the success of the show is people who relate, right? People, especially Arabs or Middle Easterners who live abroad, who always wonder what life is like over here, right? Because everyone thinks it's just that. That's all they see. But when you see people talking, having a conversation, living day-to-day life, speaking English and Arabic, like how they speak, I think that's really where the connection came in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It seems, from an outside perspective, it seems like the international response has been hugely positive. It's getting a lot of attention. But there's a small pocket in Dubai sometimes that gives a little bit of a negative response. Do you guys see that? And if so, how do you respond to it?
I mean, it's like anything, right? You cannot please everyone. It's not like everyone loves Italian food, not everyone loves Chinese food, not everyone loves Arabic food. This is part of life. However, we live in an era of social media. And people usually like to speak up when they don't like something more than when they do like something. I mean, it's human nature for us as well, right? If you ever went to a place and you liked it, you don't write a Google review. You write a Google review if you didn't like it. So naturally, there's people who are not going to like it, not going to relate, not going to connect, and that's totally fine. And I think it's everyone's opinion put together into a bowl is what creates the identity of the show. And that's how I see it. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, I love the hate. I really like. You should check out my Instagram because I was posting like just a few of the DMs that I get on a daily basis about like all the hate. Like someone told me to go like kill myself yesterday, and I'm like, thanks. Like good morning to everyone except to this person. You know? So like, and I think with the hate. The reason why we get hate is because of the success. I think if it wasn't successful, we wouldn't get hate. So the hate is actually like a good thing. Like you have to look at the cup half full, right? Half full? Yeah. So it doesn't bother me. It just depends. Some people it might bother them more. Me, I'm fine with it.
So you walked into the show, and I have to say the response has been you gave main character energy the whole way through, like your fashion, how you just spoke so much sense on the show. Did you know going in that you were going to have such a big role?
So this is actually maybe exclusive because no one actually knows this. But actually, when I got onto the show, I got on the show as his wife, like his +1, right? So then when I went on the show, they're like, damn, Dania has like amazing style. She has a personality. Like then they're like, wait, how are we gonna like move this around? So I think even the directors and the producers and everyone on the show were like, wait, like maybe there was a mistake in the casting and Dania should have been like not a +1 but a main. And I think they eventually realized that towards the end. But if there is a season 2, is there a season 2?
Hold on.
Is there a season 2?
Open the email.
It says that is a question for Netflix.
Yeah. So
that was going to be my next question.
That is my official answer.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope there is. I think with the success of the show, I hope there is a chance for people to watch us again. It's done so well. I don't see why not, but it really is a decision for them, not us.
Yeah.
And when that happens, you'll be both main character vibes.
I assume, right?
Yeah.
Because they really didn't tell my story in season 1. You just get a glimpse of who I am, but not who I really am. So I think maybe if there is a season 2, maybe you'll see more a different side of me.
And you walked in like a queen, you know, in those outros, at those moments where you have those conversations, like tell us about the fashion, like where does that come from? Is that in your wardrobe at home?
Yeah, so that's who I am as a person. Like I love standing out. Like I don't like to dress like the crowd. I don't like if there's something that's in trend, I'll go the opposite direction. I just want to I stay true to what I believe, like in regards to fashion. And yeah, like that's who I am as a person. I always since I was a kid, like I used to dress very differently, like from all the other kids. And I think it's because of my mom. Like she used to put like weird stuff on me, and I think that's what it came from. And yeah, that's basically it.
Very finally, so we're going to play a quick game, but just to you, Bliss, you were very much a mediator the whole way through the show. Was that planned to kind of like mediate between the drama of like the guys and the girls, or that's just your personality that you tend to just kind of take a practical view on things?
I mean, I don't want to say that's what that was planned. It wasn't planned for sure. The situation arose like that, and I happened to be in a position where I was in between my wife and a friend and acquaintances, so I was literally the connect between everyone. So I was trying my best to keep the peace as much as possible, and I was trying to kind of get everyone back together if I could, but I was also really busy with like my music video, trying to release music, so I didn't want to also get involved, and I was trying not to have any bad energy going on with everything else that was going on for myself. So I think putting all that together in the pot, I think that's what came out. So that's what everyone said. When everyone sees me, they're like, "You're the peacemaker." So I'll take it. I don't mind.
Okay, so we're looking into season 2. We have our fingers crossed. We're waiting for Netflix to give the okay, but it's what we want. It's what the world wants. Before we get there, let's hope we get there. Can we still keep the peace with this game?
Okay.
We're going to play Who's Most Likely To with Dubai Bling Stars. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question, and you have to, let's basically call out other members of the show or each other. Okay. So you just have to write one answer of a name on the back of these cards. So, who's most likely to throw the most elaborate birthday party?
Oh, I think it's obvious.
So do I.
Okay.
Let's see if you guys are matched.
Who did you write?
Brahim.
Farhana. On the show, you see, she has a whole 1 month festivities of her birthday.
Yeah, but I feel like Ibrahim, he's competitive. Like if he was to come through and He would.
Yeah.
To put a stamp on. Interesting. Okay, who's most likely to be the one to apologize first?
Like everyone on the cast? Wow.
I can tell you who's definitely not.
I can tell you who's definitely not.
Tell us.
Myself.
Who would apologize first? Okay.
Who would apologize first? Honest, do I need to answer? I don't know.
It's a good one. I got a good one.
That's like saying who's super nice and they want to. I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you the
This is a
diplomatic
nice one.
answer and based on the show. Okay, ready?
It's a good one.
Who did you say? Shit, I should have said that. You would never apologize, Marwan.
Of course I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm the peacemaker.
No, he would never apologize. That's not true. Ibrahim, because on the show you see that because he loves his mom so much, and his mom is honestly the peacemaker, and she doesn't want like any drama, and she asked him to go apologize for the whole situation. So he did it for his mom, and I think he would be the first one to apologize based on what his mom asks him to do. So I would say Ibrahim.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't this
May not be genuine, but he'll do it.
I didn't say that. I just said
No,
he would be the.
It actually was genuine.
Ibrahim is a baby. Like I think a lot of people don't know that. Like we are very close to him, and he's a baby, and he just wants like peace and love and happiness, and like sometimes he's misunderstood. I think.
And I think his apology was genuine, by the way. I don't know how it came across, but I feel like he took the step forward, he was expecting one step back, and he didn't see it, and that's where, they called him out on it. But
It's crazy how sour it turned so
Yeah.
quickly.
I mean, I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen, and I didn't think it was a good idea, but he did it anyways. So
yeah.
So it was pre-planned. Okay, two more. Who is most likely to not respond to your texts?
no, everyone responds to my text.
Yeah, who does not respond to a text?
Oh, I know. Ugh, I don't want to write it. I know. No.
Who really, this is the hardest one.
This is a real shady one. It's the first shady one. in
But
all
everyone
fairness.
responds to my texts, like from the people on the show that I talk to. Like everyone responds to me.
Who don't you talk to?
Oh, I mean,
What are we gonna?
That's
yes, same answer. Yes, okay.
that
Next.
shows how sweet the show.
We
Show
just
is.
saved the planet a little bit by not wasting one of the.
Yes.
Okay, and then the final one. Who is most likely to show up late for the party that they've planned?
Can I see it?
On point, Matt. Love it, guys. Thank you so much. We're big fans of the show, and
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate your time today.
Thank you
very
so much for having
Appreciate
us.
it. Thank you.
Guys, that was the stars of Dubai Bling, and we're back with you every single weekday morning, same time, same place. Goodbye from me.
See you later. Thank you.
Bye. Bye, guys.
I'm just going to turn off.
Hello everyone, it's Hala Bassam from Smashy TV. Are you interested in the latest tech and business news in the region? Then make sure to check out our show Tech Bil Arabi on Smashy TV app and on our website www.smashy.tv. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at Smashy TV. Smashy TV for the driven, the dreamers, and the doers from Monday to Friday at 10 a.m.